So TwitchCon, there's a lot of things that I'm going to get into, a lot of things Dream SMP related, a lot of things that I don't even know if I should be saying on stream, but I just want you guys to know and like everyone to know that a lot of stuff should change, basically. So let's get into talking about the actual panels. So I saw on Twitter, a lot of people were like, regarding the Dream SMP panel with Dream, I saw a lot of people being like, oh, like Hannah asked to be in it and she couldn't be in it. When that's just not true. That's not true. I didn't ask to be in that panel because I thought like, let me just create my own panel, because VidCon is a different convention than TwitchCon. VidCon like allows a lot more people on their panels versus Twitch is very limited because of like fire hazards and security measures and stuff like that. So I knew that the Dream SMP panel, I wouldn't be able to get on it because there's too many people already. They were limiting it to like 6 or something. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm going to make my own. So I pitched a panel to Twitch for me, Aimsey, Crumb, Puffy, Tina, and Nikki. And that's the panel that I was like, hey, Twitch, I want to do this. Let's set it up. And they were like, okay. And I was like, are you for real? So we set it up. It went awesome. It was at 10 in the morning, but for the fact that it was 10 in the morning and the whole like stage was like packed, I felt so honored because it was so early, and the fact that like the whole seats, I mean all of the seats were filled, was so like amazing, and I felt like so honored that anyone would like even go. First, you know what? First I'm gonna start on the Dream panel. I heard that this has nothing to do with the creators. It has a lot to do with TwitchCon. Number one, it should have been on a bigger stage. There was a big stage that the morning lobby thing was on, and like a bunch of other panels were on, and they stuck the Dream SMP, which is one of the biggest groups on the internet, in like a room that only 400 people can fit. And that sounds like a lot of people, but in reality, it's not, guys. It's not. And that was a really big problem. It was a really big problem. Outside of the panel, or outside of the doors, people were all trying to get in. People were getting trampled. People were like fighting to get a seat in this room. And it wasn't okay. Like, it wasn't okay. And not only that, but there were thousands of us waiting outside for it. Like, that's not right. When there are so many other options, like literally host that on the Twitch Rivals stage if you have to, where there's like bleachers and like 2,000 seats, because even there people would still want to get in. So I think that it's just so tiring of Twitch like underestimating our fan base and the people that are there, like specifically for us. It's just crazy. It's crazy how, like, I don't know how to phrase this. It's just really sad. It's just really sad because all you have to do is take a look at the viewership that they get and like our community and how strong it is on Twitter. Every single time someone goes live, they're just trending. Like, Twitch should know. They should know, but they don't. And I love Twitch so much. I love Twitch so much. And I'm seriously honored that they would even give me like a platform for a panel like that I created like at TwitchCon. But like, it's just, so is it true that like the creators like switched out like halfway through, so then they were able to like showcase more creators on the Dream SMP? That's what I heard. Yeah. It's because Twitch said it was a fire hazard or something to have like more than 6 people on stage at the same time. And there were people backstage like straight vouching. Oh, Dream fought for it? Okay. I wasn't sure if that's public. Dream was like going crazy. He was like, we need like everyone here. Like, we need everyone on the Dream SMP and the Dream SMP panel. Like, not going crazy, but like hard vouching for his friends. And I don't know. Philza told his chat, okay. Yeah, Dream was like hard vouching for everybody. And they kept saying no. Like, they kept saying no. And it was just really sad to hear about that. And I personally couldn't make it to that panel because I had something else going on at the same time. I don't care. I'll tell you guys what I had going on at the same time. I had a meeting with a lot of creators from different communities on Twitch, with like the CEO of Twitch and like executives of Twitch, and I had a meeting and I gave my input and I said everything that I needed to say, and I was like the Minecrafter like in that room. So that's where I was during the Dream SMP panel. So I knew that I couldn't make it. Otherwise I would have. Once Dream was like, yeah, we're going to try and get everyone on there. Oh yeah, the TwitchCon EU panel. That was in a huge auditorium. I was there in the audience. I was sitting in the audience of the TwitchCon EU panel. I felt like I was at like some sort of huge event, because huge auditorium. It was so much nicer. It was all planned out. All of the questions, there was like cool stuff on the little screens. Like, it was amazing. TwitchCon EU. And then we get to TwitchCon US, where there's more people and it's just significantly worse. I don't know. I just wish that it was better. And it's not only that. So let's get to the panel that I was on. So we get up on the panel, and I didn't even know that they were going to be, okay, number one, Twitch asked me to like send in like a headshot and stuff, like a picture of my face that I assume was to be used for like promo and be on the little circle on the screen. They didn't even use that picture. And I'm like, there's no way they used this ugly ass picture of me. I was livid. No, I wasn't actually livid, but I was like, okay, but that's not important. The important thing is that they decided to put pronouns under everybody, but they couldn't even get them right. And I felt so responsible and like terrible, because I invited my friends to be on this panel, and I didn't even know that they were going to have pronouns like on the panel. If they did, I could have personally got them right. Like, I could have personally been like, hey, Twitch, like, here is everybody. Like, all they had to do was ask any of us. And I felt so just really sad and like upset. I think that the panel was still great though. Like, other than that, other than things that aren't our fault, like, I think everybody did amazing. I think all of the questions were really, really great. I think that the moderator on the panel was really, really awesome. And I think that we, like, as a whole did good, but Twitch kind of messed it up. And I don't want what Twitch did to take away from how amazing everybody on that panel did and how important that like panel was to the community as a whole. Because I think like that was the first time that we have ever seen anything like that, probably ever, like at a TwitchCon. Do you know what I mean? And especially in our community where on the Dream SMP there's like 40 people, and what, like 5 of them are like, or maybe 6, or I don't know, are like women. Sorry, I'm not saying the correct number because I am not sure right now, but that's crazy. And that's nobody's fault. But to have like everybody on the same stage and talk about our experience, I feel like that was really awesome and important. So I don't want Twitch's up to, because everyone on the panel did amazing. So like, it's just awful. And I'm really, really, really sorry to everybody that watched that and felt like invalidated, or I'm so sorry. Like, I'm seriously so sorry that happened. Because I don't want anyone to be like, I don't want anyone to see that and be like, wow, like Twitch like isn't representing me, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's that. I think that Twitch needs to vouch for the Dream SMP more than it does. I feel like they underestimate how many people came to that convention for the Dream SMP. I think that they put a lot of Dream SMP creators in a position where it was dangerous for them to walk on the main floor, but at the same time, they weren't allowed in certain areas of the convention where like only bigger streamers or like people with certain passes, if that made sense, were allowed. Because a lot of people, I'm very lucky to where I had a pass to get back to like these back rooms where I can walk around and take a golf cart back to the hotel. Like, I was very, very lucky to where I had something like that. But But a lot of people on the Dream SMP like didn't have that. So they had to go through the main floor and like get mobbed for like 3 hours every single time they wanted to leave the convention. And like I don't know, I just think that Twitch should have provided protection for like everybody. Like on the Dream SMP, VidCon goes crazy when it comes to providing that sort of security. VidCon is really good security. VidCon rents out an entire hotel. You cannot get in the hotel unless you have a yellow badge. And VidCon gives a +1 to everybody. They give, even if you're not a featured creator, they gave like everyone on the Dream SMP like all access, which is a yellow badge, so they wouldn't get mobbed, so then they can access all the stuff. Like VidCon was there for the Dream SMP, but TwitchCon was like, what the heck? Like, why are you not giving protection to everyone that needs it? Like, I was walking through the lobby with my security, and I saw Antfrost and Red Velvet having a whole meet and greet in the middle of the lobby. And I know that they wanted to do it, by the way. I know that it was really awesome and fun, probably. But like, I felt bad because they should be having a Twitch hosted meet and greet, not just a meet and greet in the freaking like lobby where they don't have security if something bad happens. And it was a big long line. It was a line of like 50 people. Like, they should be having protections and have like a security to walk them around. If they get this much attention, they should be having that. And sorry to name specific names, but like, they should give more resources to streamers to protect them at the conventions. And I probably shouldn't even be talking about this. And this is no hate. I don't know. I don't want to come off the wrong way. This is like no hate or anything. Oh, but something that TwitchCon did really good. We don't want to only say things that we think that they did bad. Something they did really good this time was at TwitchCon Amsterdam. They had all of the Minecraft meet and greets at the exact same time. So they had, they had Carl, George, Jack, Tommy, Nikki, Puffy, me, 5UP, Harvey, plus more at the exact same time. And this we only had 1 hour and 30 minutes to do all these meet and greets, and this was at Amsterdam. So all of these were at the same time, and this is bad. This is bad because people wanted to like meet everybody, but they could only meet like 3 or 2 people because of the long lines and the amount of creators there. So people were walking away like so sad and so upset that they were only able to meet like Tommy and like Carl. And I like understand. I understand if they don't want to like go to my line because they want to go to like Carl Jacobs' line. You know what I mean? So I was very like empathetic. I was like, oh my God, like these people want to meet everybody, but they were only able to meet a few. Okay. But what's good is at San Diego, they really went out of their way to put different meet and greets at different times. The meet and greet on Friday was kind of like that. You're right. It had a lot of Minecraft creators, but all of the other ones were like very scattered. So my meet and greet was with like Harvey, 5UP, and Connor Eats Pants. And then it was like Filza and like one other person. So it was way better at the San Diego one. So that's something that TwitchCon did good. Obviously Friday was like very crazy, but for the most part it was good. Also, thank you to everyone who came to our meet and greet. I went there and I was like really nervous. I wasn't expecting anyone to go. That's like such a thing to say about, I don't know, but I was just so nervous. I was like, is anyone going to go to the meet and greet? Like, but people were there. I walked out and there was a big line and I was like, I couldn't even believe it. So thank you so much. Like, thank you so much for coming to the meet and greet. It actually made my whole day. And I just have like severe imposter syndrome or something. Like, I just have problems, and that's just a me thing. So seriously, thank you so much to every single person who went to the meet and greet. It was really fun. There's like 3 lanes of overflow for you. Like, I can't even believe that. Like, why would thank you. Just thank you. That's all I have to say.